Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2016 mid-month readings. I am still using the Gilded Tarot by artist Ciro Marchetti, and even though we're focusing more on the last half of November rather than the month in its entirety, I'm still going to be using 8 cards with an additional ninth card from the bottom of the deck as your crowning card representing overall energy and advice for the reading. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. These are general readings, so if your primary sun sign is not relevant to you or doesn't seem relevant to you for this reading, you may find that your rising or your moon sign will be. And you may also find that by watching each of your signs, sun, moon, and rising, you may find pertinent pieces of different areas of your life in all three. So watching them all together gives you a more whole and clear and definitive picture of the time frame ahead that the reading covers. So try to watch all three if you can. Always a note of gratitude before we begin. Thank you so very much to those of you who continue to watch and listen and follow so faithfully. Your feedback and support are most welcome and greatly appreciated. Thank you, and keep up the wonderful comments. I do so enjoy reading them. Thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's an honor and a pleasure always to read for you. And I am grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And thank you to my regular clients for allowing me to be such an ongoing part of the chapters of your life as they continue to unfold. And thank you also for the frequent updates on how those readings continue to play out for you. And welcome to any of you who might be new to the channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing should you choose to do so. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me for yourself or for anyone else, I'm already beginning to get requests for personal readings as gifts for the holidays for friends and family and loved ones, which of course you can do at any time of the year, but I seem to get more requests for gift readings during the holidays. If you're interested in purchasing a reading for someone else or for yourself, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information and detail and my email address. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full time, 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you pretty quickly and schedule a reading in a fairly timely fashion. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks we can set up a reading for you. So if you're interested, email me and we will go from there. So moving right along, this reading is for Aquarius for November 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of November 2016 have in store for the water bearers, our Aquarians? Aquarius, November 2016, mid-month. Aquarius, November 2016, mid-month. What does Aquarius need to know for the remainder of November 2016? Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. We begin with the High Priestess, followed by the Chariot, the World card, followed by the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, followed by the Sun. That is a powerful combination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards already, Aquarius. We have the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups at the end of the month. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the Ten of Cups. Aquarius. Uh, what a fabulous and powerful reading. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana cards out of 9. Strong sense of divine timing and orchestration. A lot of really profound energies here. And happy, happy cards as well. The 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Cups. We're looking at the world, the sun, which shines over the entire reading, increases all the positive energy, and greatly lessens the impact of any negative or challenging energies. It looks like you guys have come to the end of something, some kind of a sense of completion of something very, very successfully. And it's been, I think, for a lot of you from following your own gut instincts and intuition on something. And powerful combination of cards. I'm almost jealous, Aquarius. Let's begin. We find ourselves at the middle of November 2016 with the High Priestess, followed by the Chariot. What a happy, bright reading. The High Priestess, Major Arcana card. This is all about trusting in your instincts, trusting in your intuition, trusting in your connection to Source, the connection to the divine. The High Priestess is a deeply spiritual, highly intuitive individual. This could represent for some of you somebody who's playing this role in your life, but I think for the majority of you, it's success that you've gotten as a result of following your own inner sense of where to go. It is our connection with God, Spirit, the universe, divine that gives us that intuitive sense of knowing, not necessarily what we think or feel, but even deeper than that, way down deep, that sense of knowing which way to go, regardless of or even if evidence on the outside or opinions we get from other people to the contrary. This is the card of following your own path, trusting in your own intuition to lead you forward. Now, the High Priestess is paired with the Chariot. Very powerful card. It's a card of success almost through sheer determination and your own will. It's very similar to the Magician, which you also have, which is about exercising your own putting action and intention powered by your own will and determination into a plan and pushing that forward, exercising your own will and your intention in an external fashion to affect pretty much whatever you want to in a successful way. It's also about the harnessing together of a variety of disparate forces, bringing them together and making them work in unison and harmony to successfully propel something forward. What this actually is could be anything. For some of you, it's going to be in your material, tangible, perhaps wealth world. We do have the Six of Pentacles here, which is a card of wealth and abundance, but even give and take as well. You can apply the same energy to relationships, but it feels like you have achieved there's a sense of completion, a sense of achievement in something. You've done very, very well, but it's been because of your own effort, your own will, the plan that you made, the execution of that plan, and the decisiveness and assertiveness with which you pushed through and forward in something. Whatever this is, I feel like it could have had a lot of moving parts, particularly in business and career as well. You had a plan. You were very determined. You moved through that very decisively and assertively, and it was based on intuition. You felt compelled to go a certain way, do something a certain way. You pulled together everything that you needed to move ahead, and you were wildly successful at it. And it feels like the energy of where you're at right now is kind of looking at that, kind of sitting in it and relishing in it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, empowering feeling. Next to that, we have the Major Arcana card of the World, which is all about that feeling, being on top of the world, acknowledging how far you've come. The World card, my analogy for the World card is that you've climbed a mountain, you've reached the top, you're at the pinnacle, it's that sense of completion and of kind of taking a moment to look back and reflect on how far you've come. There's lots of mountains to climb, but whatever this is for you, Aquarius, this mountain has been of particular significance and importance to you. And you're looking back down over everything that it took to get you from the beginning place to where you are now. And all of a sudden it hits you, you actually made it. And it's about gaining a deeper understanding and awareness and acceptance of how far you've come, what you've been capable of that maybe you didn't even think you were capable of, and wondering what what lies ahead in the future that you might be capable of achieving in the future. But for the time being, it's about reaching a stage of completion and achievement with something and taking time to kind of reflect on that and feeling very, very good, very self-empowered. That World card is accompanied by the Six of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth energy. The suit of Pentacles is governed by the element of earth, and it is about things in our earthly world, material, tangible world. It often represents things like money, finances, property, resources, assets, job, career, etc. Those see, touch, feel things. The Six of Pentacles is a card of mutuality. It can sometimes be a tricky card to read, depending on what's going on around it. And for some of you, this accomplishment or achievement, whatever it is is that you've just completed could have something to do with finances, your job and career. Perhaps you took a risk on investing in something and it's really paid off. Perhaps a successful career has come to an end. You're at a point of retirement. Perhaps you've come to the end of a project that has been due to your own efforts and intuition about how to put things together. Again, you've been very successful and achieved that. For some of you, it's just reaching a point in your life where you're just kind of looking back and taking a minute to reflect on your life path so far. Some of you, I'm getting property. Some of you, this has to deal with an actual home. Some of you, I think somebody just finished paying off their house. You just made the last payment on your house, or you just paid off your mortgage. I'm kind of getting that, and your overall energy is the Ten of Cups as well, that happy home card. Some of you may be coming to the end or paying off your house, and now you own it free and clear, no debts. The Six of Pentacles is a card of mutuality. It's a card of even giving and taking. In relationships, it can represent mutual attraction and even symbiotic, healthy relationship, even give and flow as well. And again, it this reading almost just has a sense of success and achievement and kind of validation of how you achieved that. It's like you had a plan, you had a vision of how things were going to go. You didn't compromise on that vision. You put everything into it. It feels like for a lot of you there were a lot of moving parts around it, and everything just kind of came together. It was how you put everything out. For some of you, this is a you're this has to do with partnership as well. Maybe some of you just sold a successful business. I'm getting a variety of stories. Paying off your home. Some of you sold a business that you've worked very hard for. You worked very hard to build up, and you just sold it. You can apply this same energy to relationships as well. I am getting a partnership feel out of this. It could be a romantic partnership, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, good business partner. You guys have just, again, something, you guys just finished doing something and it represents a huge achievement. I feel like it's something that you've put an awful lot of work and time into, and some of you I feel are retiring as well, and it's all about kind of reflection of that. So right next to that, we have another very powerful and beautiful combination of major arcana cards. We have the Magician and we have the Sun. Some of you may be taking a trip to celebrate, or you've won a trip to celebrate something, or it's a part of a bonus of some kind as well. It's interesting, Aquarius. This reading is almost it's so bright, so beautiful, and so positive. I can't think of I keep getting the same phrases over and over in my head about how well you've done and how empowered you feel um, in moving ahead on this. There's a very strong theme and repeated message here that it's all been due to your own efforts, how you actually went about doing this. We have the Magician here. The Magician here, the energy is similar to the Chariot. The Chariot represents success because of how you did something and the strength and determination you put behind something, having a plan, executing the steps of that plan decisively and decisively and assertively, and that's how you achieved success for this. The Magician would describe perfectly that same energy. It is about the exercising of your intention and your will on your external environment or external things to create something, manifest something, build something. And I think for a lot of you, for those of you for whom this is, you completed something or you came to a completion stage in something and you're continuing on. It's something that you've built, something you put an awful lot of time and effort and labor into building. And for some of you, what it is that you've created and built and manifested, the purpose of it was to help other people or to bring happiness to other people, perhaps to shelter other people in some way. Perhaps some of you just because there's this, I'm getting this sense of property and an actual tangible property or home or building as well. Some of you, now this is very, very specific. I'm getting that some of you may have gone into partnership with other people to purchase a piece of land or purchase a piece of property that has a building or a home on it that's specifically for some kind of like um, nonprofit organization, something that perhaps houses women and children or low income housing, something that has to do with helping other people, a treatment center perhaps of some kind as well. That's very specific, but that just kind of came through right now. The magician is a very intelligent individual. He's the master of illusion, and he's very good at what he does because of all of the time and effort and labor that he's put into learning, perfecting his craft. He's reached a point now where he has all the tools, the knowledge, the experience, the wisdom, the know how, and he can create, build, manifest anything that he wants because of how much he's put into learning along the way to get to where he's at. And that's why he's so successful. He's kind of a go his own path, go his own way kind of individual. He sometimes has a hard time working well with other people because he very much has his own idea and own way of doing things, and he doesn't really like to do it anybody else's way. But he's usually very successful at creating whatever he wants to because of his experience and how much he's invested in getting to where he is now. Now, the magician is paired with the sun, another major arcana card, beautiful card. The sun increases all the positive energy in a reading as if you needed it increased in the first place. And it also greatly lessens the impact of any negative or challenging energy as well. The sun represents illumination. It represents that if there's been any situation in your life where you feel like you haven't had everything that you needed to do it, or if you feel like you didn't have enough clarity or information to proceed through something or make a decision about something, the sun represents that coming in to kind of help illuminate and light the way for you. The sun card represents good health as well. If any of you have been experiencing illness, the sun card represents health, recovering from something. Perhaps some of you have successfully gone through a course of treatment, even like cancer into remission kind of energy. This is a winter into spring, darkness into light, depression being lifted. When you see the sun card, it represents financial tightness, loosening up, just kind of an overall uplifting and loosening of previously restricted energies, and a strong sense of fun as well, illumination. And again, paired with a magician, some of you, what you're creating, building, manifesting, or what you just finished creating, building, manifesting, or just got the resources to do, is in some way providing what the sun provides to a group of people I'm getting, or it actually is benefiting a large group of people potentially. So that's interesting. You'll have to give me feedback on that. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have another great combination of cards. We have the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, with the Knight of Cups. Either you are offering messages and love and emotional support to somebody else, or they are offering it to you, and it is the source of feeling very, very happy. The Nine of Cups is your wish fulfillment, your dreams coming true, the having what you want, the having not just enough, but more than enough, kind of your cups overflowing. Cups is governed by the element of water. It's all about feelings, emotions, relationships, love. You can see this man is celebrating. He has not just enough for himself, but he has all these other goblets, enough to share with friends and family. In other tarot decks, he's portrayed as a rather rotund, portly man, implying that he has more than enough to drink, more than enough to eat. His physical surroundings are happy, very generous and giving and outgoing. Again, I'm getting the very strong sense that whatever it is you're building, manifesting, creating, Aquarius, or have just finished doing, is in some way of benefit and in a giving, loving, illuminating way for other people. Your cups are running over at the end of the month, and I think for those people around you as well. A lot of emotional support, messages of love coming in with this Knight of Cups. Knights are the deliverers of the tarot. They typically represent an offer, an offering, an opportunity. It's emotional, it's loving, it's supportive, and it is the source of all this joy and abundance. And it's just, you're happy, you're giving out to other people, everybody else around you is happy. It's just, It's almost a ridiculously happy energy. I don't know what else to say about it. Your crowning card, too, echoes the same thing and underscores everything. Your crowning card overall energy is the Ten of Cups. Tens represent completion, the end of a cycle, just like that World card does. Um, this has a strong theme of home, family, harmony with it. It's often referred to as the happy home card or the happily ever after card. All the 10 cups representing the emotions are filled. There's a sense of contentment, of joy, of happiness, not perfection, but just being at that place in life where everything feels right. All the puzzle pieces have come together and you feel like you're just, life is as it should be. Everything is, you're at the right place in life. You're just on the right path. It feels like you're going in the right direction. There's a strong sense of solidity and comfort and continuity and reassurance and security with this card, but emotionally very happy and abundant. Um, just a beautiful, beautiful reading, Aquarius. Let me just take a look and see if I can get anything else specific. Again, it feels like you're making somebody else happy. I think a lot of other people happy by whatever it is that you're growing or building or manifesting, whatever this is. You've put an awful lot of determination, perseverance, will, planning, executing of that plan into this. You've relied on and allowed your own intuition and instincts to guide you, and it has really paid off for you in a big way. So I can't wait to hear back for those of you for whom this resonates, exactly what this is specifically, because as I often do, I've got 4 or 5 or 6 different scenarios kind of playing out in my head. So I look forward to hearing feedback on what this is. Aquarius, what a beautiful reading. I hope you have enjoyed hearing it as much as I have enjoyed giving it. Thank you very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading for myself or as a gift for anyone else, you can click on that little about sign on my homepage. And you can also email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire@gmail.com. I would be very happy to work with you. And I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2016 general readings. And until then, as always, Aquarius, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.